Hello world, my name is I am Forever Smart 88 and welcome to my video tutorials. Now before I get started with this introduction, if you're an advanced programmer and you want to learn how to program in C++, go ahead and start with lesson 0 here. Lesson 0 just tells you the IDE that I am going to be using, and I'll tell you how to install it. If you came prepared and you already have an IDE for C++ installed, go ahead and click on lesson 1. But I'm going to be using the one in lesson 0 here if you want to use that one to follow along here. Okay. Now, the other thing for you advanced programmers is that if you want to learn how to do something specific in C++ here and you don't want to have to watch all these lessons here, go ahead and click on the blogger page that's in the description below. Okay, that's right below. Just click on it's right below this video here. Just click on the description here, and I have the link to my blogger page. And the blogger page just has a list of all my videos here in order, and you can pick a topic of choice. Okay, and I'm constantly adding videos to the blogger page. I'm constantly adding new things to the blogger page right now, but right now it's a little sloppy. It's new, but that's it. And let me get started with this introduction here. Alright, so for you brand new beginning programmers here, my name is I am Forever Smart 88, and as I said before, I'm going to be teaching you how to program here. So the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you a story, and then I'm going to tell you about how my videos work, and I'm going to tell you about the questions and other things. So if you want to do that, you can. If you just want to skip the story here, go ahead and click right here. Click right here and skip the story. So when I first started programming here, I had no idea what programming was because I didn't intend to learn how to program. What I wanted to do was I wanted to learn how to write games. Okay, so I did a Google search, and I asked Google, where can I get started on writing games? And I did a couple of those searches. How do I get started? How do I write games? Yada yada yada. And it basically told me that I had to learn a programming language first. And I said, okay, well, what's a programming language? And well, a programming language is a language that the computer can understand. So, unlike English, Spanish, French, German, programming languages actually make sense. Now, what I mean by that is that programming languages don't violate their own rules. Now, like with English here, you're always supposed to put an S at the end of a plural word here, or whatever, but when you come across deer, though, you don't put an S, you don't say deers. Well, why not? It violates its own rules here. Like if you spell S-O, that spells so, but then T-O spells to, D-O spells do, why can't it be Sue? Why can't S-O spell Sue? There's all these rules that violate everything, and what's the point of having rules if you're going to violate them all, right? Well, and when you learn a programming language, the programming languages are very loyal to their rules. They don't break them. And what I'm trying to say is that programming languages are easy, much easier to learn than another language. Okay, so that said, my next question is, what is the best programming language to learn? I got a couple of vague answers, but I simply chose, it ended up being C++. Now, if you have no idea where to begin, start with C++. Just trust me on it. I'll explain everything in detail. Okay? So it boils down to C++, and then that's how I got started doing I started writing some games here. And I am going to be showing you how to do that later on in these C++ tutorials on how to write games. Maybe you don't want to write games. That's okay. You don't have to. When we get to a certain point, you can branch off to the gaming tutorials, or you can just branch off to continue on with the C++ tutorials. But after a certain point here, you can start to the games here, or just software. Maybe you want to write the new. Maybe if you don't expect to write the new Halo or the new whatever game that's out there, because if you beat a game, it usually takes a team of people to write the games. But you're not even going to be worrying about a team of people right now. We're just going to start learning basic game logic. That doesn't go away here. Okay, so that's the end of the story here. Now, about these videos here. So let's say you click on lesson 0, or let's just say you clicked on lesson 1. In those videos here, in this corner right here, there's going to be a previous link. Basically, it links you to the previous lesson. It'll jump you to the previous video here. Then in this corner here, there'll be a next, it's a next button. You can click on it, and it jumps you to the next lesson here. That way, you don't have to search along this scroll bar here on the side of the YouTube channel, or the YouTube bar, to search for related videos and hope to find my next lesson here. You can just post them right here, and you can also go to the blogger page in the description below the page. And it just makes it more user-friendly. Oh yeah, another thing is these videos are designed to be watched in order. So first you start off with lesson 0, then you go to lesson 1, then you go to lesson 2, and so on. You don't skip lessons here. Now you can. I'm not saying it's not possible here, but I design these videos to build off the last. Each video builds off the last lesson here. So if you're on lesson 5 here, I expected that you picked up on some things that came from lesson 4. Now after let's say you watch lesson 4 and you don't have everything mastered, I understand that. Move on to lesson 5 here, because we will build off lesson 4 and everything will make sense. I don't expect you to have every single topic mastered after watching that video right away here. But like, let's say you get to lesson 20 here, I do expect you to have things from lesson 5 to 10 pretty much mastered after that. But a certain point, I don't expect you, after watching the videos here, I don't expect you to have that mastered here, and I'm aware of that, and I keep that in mind, and I build off. I keep on moving on here because I'm just taking very basic steps here. Now once you get to lesson 40 or so, you can basically bounce around here, because most of the basics are covered after the first 40 lessons. And that's it. So alright, the other thing is, every once in a while in a certain video here, right here, I'll post an extension link right below the next lesson here. Now that's part of the same lesson. I expect you to watch it. Usually what it is, I forgot to explain something that was detailed, that was really critical, but it was a detailed explanation that wasn't explained, and I expect you to watch those to clarify that. Sometimes sometimes the extensions are just a clarification of the last video, but then they're usually short. They're usually like 3 minutes here. Now my normal videos are usually about 10 minutes. I do shoot for 10 minutes. Sometimes they go to 15 minutes, but I really am going for 10 minutes. I just get to talking, and there's just so much to say that I go overboard, and I understand that these videos are boring. Okay, these videos here, it's going to be painful to learn a programming language sometimes, but hopefully I'm going to try to keep this road very smooth for you, and it should be hopefully it's a walk in the park to learn this language here. And all the problems that I had learning this language here, I'm going to try to clarify those so you don't fall in the same holes that I did. And because I remember learning this language, and I remember what was important to me when I learned this. So I'm going to try to explain everything to you, step by step. Very basic. So these tutorials are going to be using very many examples. Many examples. Even Jesus taught by examples, because it's the best way to learn. It's the best way to teach, Jesus didn't just say, you just do this without giving you any examples here. He actually gave examples because people understand. This is the best way to teach, because it's the best way to learn. So I'm going to be using many examples, and you can see how that way you can see applications on how to use certain functions. Why would I ever want to use this here? Oh, I see why I could use this now. There's many applications to use these things. And that's it. So that's the explanation. So these videos, I'm going to be using many examples. These tutorials are designed to make sense. Yeah, tutorials that actually make sense, so you don't have to. Alright, anyway, hopefully they make sense. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask any questions anywhere. So you can post message me, You can ask them on the blogger page. You can go to my channel. You can go to the video below on the description bar. You can, yeah. Hopefully, I'd like you to post questions in the channel. If you you don't have to. I don't care. I really don't care where you post them. But if you post them in the channel here, it gives people more of an opportunity to see that. Because when people check out my channel, they'll see if they have the same similar questions, and it's very easy to find. And people can vote up or down on them. So if someone asks a question that says, "Hey, why didn't you explain this?" or could you clarify this? And everybody votes on that. If everybody's voting on the same exact question or the same exact problem, maybe it's a troubleshooting problem here, I'll know it's an issue, and then I can make a video pertaining to that problem. Or another thing, you can also post constructive criticism on that page, on my comments in the channel, or hopefully on the moderator page on my channel. That way, that way I can make this channel better. So I'm always open to constructive criticism because I want to make this environment, this programming environment, as user-friendly as possible. So it's very easy to pick up on things. It's very easy to do things. And I'm constantly updating the blogger page where you can do more and more stuff. Right now, the blogger page is a little sloppy. I just slopped it together so you can find all my videos in one spot. But it's going to get more. I'm going to eventually have a website where I have full control, and where you can actually click on stuff. Maybe you can, do things. So we'll see how that turns out. But right now it's a little sloppy here, but hopefully over time it'll be more organized. So that's all I have to say. That's just an introduction here. As I said, good luck to you. I'm going to be teaching you C++ from scratch. These videos are designed for the absolute beginner. So if you're more advanced, an advanced programmer, these videos are going to be boring, very boring. And but if you're brand new to programming here, hopefully these videos you're stunned and amazed, not bored to tears. So that's it. Go ahead and click on lesson 0 now. And good luck to you.